Last week, I opened my investment app and what I saw scared me. It was like a bloodbath. It was red. Redder than a red carpet. If you have been watching your investments drop in your app or whatever it is you're using for your investment in the stock market and you're feeling anxious, frustrated, feeling like what's going on here and you feel like you need to take flight, you're not alone. Especially as someone who is trying to build wealth, trying to get to this level of financial freedom, and you're watching that investment drop, it feels like you've taken 2 steps forward and 10 steps backward. On today's episode, I'll be talking about what you should not do when the market is the way it is right now. The things that you should absolutely not do when the market is down like this, the mistakes that could cost you more in the long run. Stay with me. Hello, and welcome back to the Moneymatics Podcast. My name is Omobobola, and on this podcast, I talk about all things money, personal finance, financial planning, financial discipline, investment, and the journey into financial freedom, especially for the African in diaspora. So like I said from the beginning, the stock market has been really crazy in the last few weeks. And for many people, the first thing they want to do is to stop investment. Like, oh, no, I don't want to lose any more money. The other thing they want to do is probably, let me just sell it and get my money so that I can see it, my cash. Not this one that looks like you are playing around. I understand that feeling. I've been there. I've done that. And so today I want to share with you a couple of things that I think you should not do when the situation is the way it is right now. A lot of us that are middle income earners, we are investing, we're planning for the future. We have a 10-year plan, a 15-year plan, maybe a 20-year plan, and we expect returns. And when the market is down and everything is red, it's very easy to say, I even didn't want to invest in the first place. I don't even understand this thing. Let me just leave it alone. I'm not going to do this again. I'm better off seeing my cash, right? And I understand that feeling. But the absolutely important thing that you do not want to do at this moment is to sell out everything in panic. A lot of people panic when the stock market is red and they just feel like, I want my money back. But that's not what you want to do, because when you do that, when you sell off your shares, when you sell off your funds and you do that, it's like you've locked in your losses, which means that money has no way of recovering. When the stock market recovers, which it always does, you are no longer part of the game. You already sold out when the market was down. So let me give you an example. 2-3 years ago, I started investing in a particular fund, and it was like me kicking back my investment. And then the market went down and I panicked. The first thing that I wanted to do is, I'm not going to do this. And I then made up my mind that, okay, let me not put any more money. Let me see how this works. I didn't continue investing, but I didn't sell off. What later happened is 6 months down the line, the market picked up, and then I started seeing the same stocks that were down. I started seeing them go up. If I had sold, it means that I would have sold at a loss and I didn't have a chance to recover with the market. So what you do not want to do in this season is to sell off in panic, sell everything off and just panic and go into panic mode. You don't want to do that. You actually just want to take it easy, calm down, and just ride with the wave, okay? The second thing that you do not want to do in this season is to stop investing altogether. Like I mentioned in my example, I stopped investing for like a whole year. I didn't continue to top up my investment. Like I always say, I do monthly investments in the funds that I've chosen, and I stopped doing that. I put an end to the automatic payments to these investment funds. What then happened is I didn't get a chance to also buy at a low rate, because you can really see this season as, there is ria, they say in Swedish. There is a discount. Yes, things have dropped. Your funds have dropped. The stock market is down. But it also means that if you continue to invest, you are investing at this point at discount. Okay, maybe a share that would have maybe had a price of like $1 is now 50 cents. If you continue to invest, that it means that you are buying more of these shares at the current value with the same amount of money that you always invested. So see it as a discount. It's not all bad. See it as a discount. When things pick up, then you have more in your arsenal. You have more shares, you have more funds, you have more stocks that are in your name. So do not stop investing. Take advantage of the dollar cost averaging. I mentioned this and I explained this. I'll put the episode that it is on the link up here. You will see it. We talked about dollar cost averaging. That is you averaging your cost for buying a share over a period of time. So you do not want to stop investing. You want to continue to invest. The other thing, the third thing that you do not want to do at this moment is to go for high risk investments. This is the time when everybody will now start shouting, you need to start investing in crypto, you need to start investing in this and that and all kinds of things because they're looking for returns. You have to be careful not to do that. Don't go for high risk investment that you do not understand just because they're trying to avoid the stock market. There are ways to verify any kind of investment that you are being promised at the moment. Maybe somebody comes to you and says, I know something that you can invest your money into that will give you 30%, 40%. You need to calm down. You need to look and verify if this investment really makes sense. You do not want to get into something that you would regret later. And you know, as Africans, sometimes we're very quick. Friend of a friend of a friend will tell you, I know something that is bringing money, and then you go ahead and you put your money into it and you regret it. We don't want you to do that. I'll give you 3 things that you can do to verify if an investment is something for you to jump into or not. Number 1, do you understand it? I always say this, do not invest in something that you do not understand. If you're waking up in the middle of the night and somebody says, can you explain to me why you put your money into this thing? What is it really? Do you understand the investment? If you don't understand an investment, do not do it. Number 2, do you know who's behind it? This is the reason why a lot of people fell into all these MMMs a couple of years ago in Nigeria or even in other parts of the world. You know, they just were like, okay, let's do it. And before you know it, somebody runs away with your money. Do you know the people behind these investments? If you don't know them, be very, very wary of putting your money into it. The third thing you should be looking out for is regulated. Is there any kind of body, any kind of government body that is regulating this investment? Is it regulated? If it is not regulated, you have to be very careful. And number 4, on which platform is this investment done? You know, for a lot of people, I know people they get crazy about crypto in this kind of season and they feel like, let me go put my money in crypto. But always behind the platform you're investing in. We've heard many stories and countless stories of people running away with people's money, or the site just disappearing, the platform just not existing again. You go to the website and it's gone. You know, you should go watch some of the shows on Netflix that really address this issue, right? I watched one of those and it was mind-blowing. Somebody just ran away with everybody's money in millions of dollars because the platform just didn't exist after a while. So you should really be wary of that. So that's that about running into risky investments in this season. Now, that is not to say that you cannot re-evaluate your portfolio. That is not to say that you cannot look at the stocks or the funds that you are investing in and say, oh, what can I change? What can I improve? But make sure you're not panicking and doing anything in a hurry. The fourth thing that you should not do in this season is to be quiet about it and to internalize the things that you're seeing, the redness that you're seeing on the stock market. Talk about it. Like, I've been shouting, I've been talking with my friends, like, have you seen this? Have you seen the apps? Have you seen what's going on online? And, talking about it helps you to hear what other people are thinking. It helps you to also hear yourself speak out on the plans that you're thinking or that you're making in your mind. Then you hear it and you listen to yourself. Is it making sense what I'm saying right now? So I know that in the African community, sometimes we're very secretive about what we're investing in and about what we're doing. We don't want to talk about it, but talk about it. All of us are on this stock market and we're all probably experiencing the same things at this moment. Don't be quiet about this. Talk about it. You should have your circle of friends. I did another episode not long ago about having a circle of people around you that you invest together, that you talk about investment, your financial tribe. Talk about this with your financial tribe. Ask people what they're doing, how they're managing this season. I know that you have a lot of plans. You have a lot of reasons why you're investing, and it may feel like, oh, let me not tell anybody that I'm losing money. All of us are losing money at the moment. If that is a relief for you. But you know what you can do is to talk about this with other people so that you don't die in silence. Now, another thing that you should not do in these times and seasons is to be refreshing your app every 5 minutes. That kind of like, let me go back and see. Oh, Trump just said something. Maybe that has affected just don't do it. If you're going to be on that app, you need to be zooming out. Zoom out. Don't just look at the last 1 week, the last 2 months. Zoom out to the, 5 years, your 5-year investment, or since the beginning when you started investing. Zoom out. Most times when you zoom out, you see something that is better. The zooming out is green. It's like there's a color change happening from red to green. So zoom out. Or better still, don't be on the app. Just close it. I'm sure you've already automated your investment, so the money is going to be invested anyways. Close the app and don't go to it for the next 3, 4, 5 months. Just take a break from the app so that you don't give yourself hypertension, right? So just focus on what you're doing at the moment, because remember, your investment plan, your investment strategy is not short term. It was never something that was going to be 3 months. If you were just keeping your money for 3 months or even up to 2 years, then it should not be in the stock market in the first place. The stock market is a long-term investment vehicle. You should be talking 5, 10 years, 15 years. So there is still time to recover. The market is always going up and down, but over a course of 10, 15, 20 years, there is no way I think you're losing money. So stay calm. Like the saying goes, sitta lugn I båten. That is in Swedish. In English, it means just sit calm in the boat and ride with the waves. Because you will, it's down, you're going to get up on the waves as well. So just stay calm. Stay calm. So as I close this episode today, let me repeat the things that I said you should not do. You should absolutely not do in this season. Number 1, do not sell off in panic, because when you do that, you lock in your losses. Number 2, do not stop investing. Keep going. Let dollar cost average be something that you take advantage of. Number 3, do not keep quiet. Do not keep silent. Do not hold it to yourself. Share with your friends. Have a community around you and talk about these things. Number 4, don't chase high risk, trendy investment alternatives that are out there that people will be screaming at this moment. Number 5, don't be on your investment app every 5 minutes. You've survived visa applications, you've survived currency fluctuations, you've gone from $1 being 160 naira to 1,500 naira. You are able to survive even this market downturn at the moment. You've got this. You can just ride the wave, just like every other thing that you've overcome in your life, right? So don't panic, stay calm, and just sit quietly in the boat, because just as it went down, it's going to go up again. And I would really love to hear from you. If you have any stories to share about the time when you invested and other times when you've seen these market downturns and you did something different, or you did some of these mistakes that I've mentioned earlier, and you just want to share your story, please do that in the comment section. I'll be looking forward to reading your stories and just being a community that encourages one another to keep going even when the going is tough. And don't forget to subscribe to this channel for more. Subscribe, put on the notification button so that you see when the episodes are dropped, and please do share with a friend. You do me a lot of service when you subscribe and you share with a friend. Let's spread the word. And until I come your way again, this is the Moneymatics Podcast.